Merry Christmas from That Stupid Podcast. Rev here. On today's episode, titled Technical Difficulties, we talked about everything from my netiquette to clout. What the hell is clout anyway? And a whole lot more. Tammy Espinoza comes back to the show to interview me this time on a little bit more game talk.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to That Stupid Podcast. My name is RJ.
This is the Rev.
Merry Christmas to you guys out there, but because it's Christmas...
Oh no, you can't say Merry Christmas. You have to say Happy Holiday.
Now screw that. Merry Christmas and Happy Jewica and Kwanzaa. Yeah, there we go. Whatever holiday you celebrate, I don't care. I celebrate Christmas. Although eight days of presents would be cool, I'll take one day of a whole bunch of stuff.
8 crazy nights.
Oh! Now... we wanted to talk about, you wanted to talk about something that Microsoft's got going on.
So there's a campaign that's been going on for a while. It's called the scroogled campaign, and if don't get scroogled, right? So recently, and the reason I want to talk about it is because you're going to see, it's going to be interesting to see if they keep this up. If you've seen that show Pawn Stars,
I have.
The pawn shop in Vegas reality show. So Microsoft shot a commercial with these guys, and I don't remember their names. One is Chumley. That's
you've got the old man, you've got Chumley, and you've got Rick. Rick is the guy who owns the.
Rick's the bald one.
He
right?
is. Yes.
Okay, so it starts out with Rick or this girl talking about,
I'm going to go to Los Angeles and I'm going to be an actress and I want to sell this Chromebook and get a ticket.
So she goes. Rick is making fun of her, and dude. So I've actually seen Pawn Stars a couple of times. I don't watch a lot of reality TV, but I have seen enough of it to know that he is so out of his comfort zone talking about what Chromebooks are and what Windows laptops are.
I think he was just out of his comfort zone because he was acting. He was legitimately acting.
So bizarre. And beyond all of that, so beyond the fact that he was acting and it was weird, it's a shit campaign. And here's why I'm going to say that. So I'm not an anti-Microsoft person. That's not why I'm against the Scroogled campaign.
I was going to say, how have you made your money in the last?
Exactly. I mean, I am a whore for Microsoft.
That's right.
To be honest, I hate this campaign because it's a pathetic. It's like it's a sad little boy making a last-ditch effort to try to capture a market. It's like Surface is a pile of crap. I'm sorry. I own an RT, so I'm allowed to say that. It's a piece of shit. And, don't get scroogled by a Windows laptop. Well, first of all, if you're going to pay for a Windows laptop that's the same price of a Google Notebook, it is also a piece of crap.
Well, yeah, it's got Windows 8 on it. Sorry, I hate it.
It's not good. Well, I actually like Windows 8, and we'll have that discussion some other time.
So I've got a problem.
Here it comes.
Your fucking etiquette's an issue. Look, I'm just going to say this, that everybody on the internet, everybody who text messages, everybody who Facebook messages, you understand that there's a simple way that you should...
Apparently I don't.
You should and should not talk to people on the internet. We call this netiquette. If you're on Reddit, it's called Reddicate. The thing about this, and the thing that got me the other week, is we were talking about the first episode of the podcast, and we were talking about it on Facebook Messenger.
Yep.
And I sent him a statement, and I guess you were just busy at the time.
I was. It was in the middle of the day. I was working, and I wanted to at least acknowledge that I got your message.
And he said K.
Just the letter K.
Dun, dun, dun. He said K. Dudes out there, friend zone, you know what's up with that. Ladies out there, when your man says K, there's a rule as far as saying you say OK or KK. You cannot be, if you are 1K too less, it's just you're mad. If you're 1K too many, you're just racist. It's KK. You can't just have 1K because it means you're an asshole and you're mad at me.
Well, I am an asshole, but I wasn't mad at you.
I went for the, I saw that text and I was like, is he fucking mad at me? I think he's mad at me. Now, another thing that I want to discuss. Now, I find a lot of stuff on the Facebooks, on the internets, and I put it on Facebook.
On the things of the web.
And I know you know what I'm going to call your ass out on.
I know what you're going to call me out on.
There's a share button, people. I don't know if you guys know this. Give credit where credit is due. Use the share button. And the worst part is you do it sometimes. It's like a 50-50 with you. Sometimes you'll hit the share button,
right?
But sometimes you just post it up there like, no, I found this. And I'm like sitting there and I'm like,
so I see the post. I want to explain how this works. So I always hit the share button. Actually, I'm going to tell you that right now. So this may surprise you.
Blame my privacy settings. I dare you, because I'm public.
I'm actually not going to blame your privacy settings. I'm going to blame the Facebook app.
Okay.
When I share from the website, if I'm at my computer, it always says via the person that I shared it from.
Absolutely.
If I grab my little iPhone and I share with the iPhone, it seems to never do that.
Sometimes it won't, and I agree with that.
What the hell's going on? So,
are you updated? Are you
yeah,
current?
I've got the current. I mean, I'm on. It's iOS 7 and auto updates. I'm on the newest version of the app all the time.
That's weird.
So I will at least bark back on that one and say no. I don't do that. You bastard.
Now, this is meant to be stayed as a short segment, just a general rule. If you're on the internet and you see something that your friend posts, don't be a douche.
No, don't be
Use
a douche.
the share.
No, I mean, I'm not going to argue. You're absolutely right, because I do share some of your stuff. I share a lot of people's other stuff. I find a lot of stuff of my own that gets shared. But, yeah, it's this freaking app.
Let this be a PSA to you people out there.
My privacy settings.
Now, it couldn't. Well,
could it be mine?
It shouldn't be, because it would be based on mine, and
well, no,
I'm
it
all
works
public.
On the website.
Yeah,
it works on the website. Yeah.
Now, let this be a PSA to you guys out there. Don't ever just hit K to somebody in a reply. At least have the extra dexterity in your thumb to hit the K again. Just KK, or okay, or all right, or that's cool, or
sorry.
I could do this all day long. But you get the point.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
I know.
All right.
All right.
We're cool.
That's all you want to talk about?
That's it. It was just a short, sweet bit.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Dick. So one of the things I want to talk to you about is something that I've actually started. I know I'm trying to start a trend on the internet for the
Good luck with that, buddy.
No, it's not. You've chipped in a couple of times though.
A few.
I'm getting there. I call it humpplay.
Humpplay?
Humpplay, as in HUMPPLAY.
You love puns.
I do love puns. And, of course, everybody knows what hump day is and that stupid freaking camel. Well, hump play is your Wednesday playlist. This week, for example, just on Wednesday, I did heavy metal hump play.
It was actually really good hump play. I loved a lot of the songs.
It ranged from Motorhead, which isn't heavy, all the way to just into Pantera, into Jesus.
The biggest thing about hump play that I want to talk about, I used to actually think that he didn't do any work on Wednesdays at all. I thought he was literally just scouring YouTube going, I'm just going to listen to music today.
There's a video. So and of course when I told him how I did it, he's like, oh, that's cheating. So usually on the weekends, so probably tonight and tomorrow, I'll work up my hump play playlist for Christmas, since Christmas is on hump day this year.
It is.
I'll do an all Christmas playlist this week. And I use Tweetbot to just auto cast all of my tweets.
To be fair, I'm actually shocked that still works, since Twitter canceled most of the API usage.
I know, and I love Tweetbot.
I know.
So don't take my Tweetbot away.
So the thing about hump play that I really enjoy is that we kind of want everybody to get into it. You can get into it tweeting any of the music that you want at all.
Anytime.
You don't even have to follow what we like to do.
You don't have to follow us, although if you want to, he's at RedJeans542.
Also, Facebook.com/RedJeans542.
And I'm at Stephen Ray, and you can see that right down here or over here, possibly, or somewhere. I'll put that here.
The biggest thing is make sure that if you're going to put the hump play stuff out there, hashtag hump play.
That's right, hashtag hump play on Twitter and on Facebook.
That's what we use to follow it.
Spread the music.
Spread the love. Rev, I'm so sick of this.
What's wrong, buddy?
I hate clout.
What the hell is Clout?
Clout is a stupid website that you connect your Twitter and your Facebook to, and it tells you what your score is based on how popular you are. It's basically like all the shitty parts of high school on the internet.
I forgot. You know, it's funny because I literally get reminded about Clout about every 3 or 4 months.
Because I didn't need to be reminded how shitty high school was.
And I was like, oh, that's still a thing. Wow.
It's been a thing, and it's actually been growing. Clout has been growing. I don't know how. I'm sure that there are tweens and Twitters and peoples and 12-year-olds out there that know about the Clout, and they're all up on the Clout, and they have scores of like 80 bajillion.
What's your Clout score, buddy?
Bad. It's about half past bad.
Half past bad.
It's right now because I didn't have the right Facebook.
Here comes the excuses.
Yeah, it's the excuse reel.
It's high school. You're right.
I didn't have the right Facebook account linked to it, so my score, unfortunately, right now, high of 52, low of 28 right now.
28.
Suck it.
So
What's yours?
I logged. It's 52 right now.
Go to hell.
In a minute. I'm sorry, buddy. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't really understand what the hell Clout is.
I don't understand what it is either. I don't understand how this works.
I want to put this out to you on the internet. Email us, show@thatstupidpodcast.com, or call us at 480-STUPID9 and tell us what the hell you use.
What do you use Clout for?
Yeah.
What? Because we don't know. I don't know.
I don't. What the?
Not only that, if you want to, send us a short video telling us This is why I use Clout. This is what I love about Clout.
Yeah.
Feel free to go in there, edit it, make it fancy. If you make it fancy enough, maybe you can come edit for us.
Hey.
Seriously, it's cramping into my style.
Put your video up on YouTube. Your style. I do all the damn editing.
That's right,
you
he
lazy
does.
bastard.
I just get a drink.
But he's right. Upload it to Facebook. Send us the link. Show it that stupid podcast.
Thatstupidpodcast.com.
Maybe that's why my Clout score sucks. I can't talk.
Yeah, you can't talk.
So.
But seriously, guys, we don't know what Clout is. I'm not a big fan of it, but we have it because we're tech
on the
nerds.
internets, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, of the things of the internet, I just don't. It's like
I don't get it. There's a lot of things that I understand. There's a lot of things I don't get.
it's kind of like My Little Pony.
I don't get bronies.
Yeah.
I don't get people who dress up as animals and have sex. I don't get a good chunk of our space dicks. And I don't get most of the stuff that's on DeviantArt. But you know what? I respect it. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Clout, I got fucking no
Help us
dupes.
out. Seriously.
Please.
Because
we're
don't
dumb.
understand
We
Clout.
dumb as hell.
This is Rev, and I'm Tamale. Today we're going to be discussing something that has really been pissing me off.
Uh-oh.
It's girls in gaming. For example,
Girls in games?
Yeah, basically.
All
Not
right.
that kind of games.
Aw.
We don't pay for that. All right.
Free? No.
Like hell.
I'll behave.
All right, so what I've been looking up is just different reviews on video games and what games are going to be the best for women. Now, I don't know about you, but Nintendo Dogs is not a top 10 on any scale. Come on, because it's a gamer girl does not mean that she has absolutely no talent in playing a game.
Well, if the girl is you, I know that's the damn truth.
All right.
So
For
I can't
example,
argue that.
For those of you who don't know, I am on Left 4 Dead on a constant mark, World of Warcraft, and I enjoy my zombie games more than is probably healthy. And you, on the other hand, what is your
it's
opinion
funny.
on this?
Yeah, so-
because you saw my top 10 list
I did.
that
I
they
saw your
keep
top
on
10.
having in there.
Right. So, and we talked about this in an interview. I interviewed you last week, and I like girls at game. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious. So, and I would never. First of all, I'll start this. I would never say this is what you need to play. Now, I might suggest a game, and I might say, hey, this is fun. Do you want to play it? And the games that I like to play that I wouldn't mind to play with you, for example, I like Defiance. I wouldn't mind playing Defiance.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft is on my list. Badlands would be on my list to play with you. And the game that you introduced me to, I haven't gotten it yet. It'll be here on Monday. I'm kind of behind the curve on console gaming. Is Lollipop Chainsaw. It looks like fun.
Amazing game.
Yeah, so I mean, those are the kinds of games I enjoy, and if you enjoyed them and we played them together, that would be cool with me. But I saw some of the lists, some of the games.
It was
horrible.
horrible.
I mean, Mario Kart. Now, I love Mario Kart, but what the hell, man? What the hell?
It's so sexist.
It is a little bit.
They have guides on here on how to play video games with your girlfriend, which will be in a later segment with Ashton.
Yeah. So, and let's see. Well, we were just talking today, actually, you and I.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a little gaming session pretty soon. Half-Life, a little Team Fortress.
Yes.
And you haven't played
Beautiful.
Portal 2 yet, so we're gonna do some two-player Portal 2.
But Portal 1 I got into, and I didn't put it down until I beat it
I know.
twice.
It's kind of hard. Now, did you Portal? I'm just curious. Did you Portal on the console or the PC?
PC and
See,
console, actually. I had to play on both.
I could not play that game on the damn Xbox. I have it on the Xbox, and
Really?
Something about the controller. And it's funny because I play a lot of PC games with the Xbox. Like Defiance, I play with an Xbox controller on the PC. But Portal, I got to use the mouse. I can't.
Really?
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I can't.
It just takes time for you to get used to the
guess.
consoles in your hand.
I mean, more power to you. I just can't do it. I suck at it. So,
okay.
so what are your top games to play for the first timer girlfriend?
All right.
Because first of all, what were the bad ones? Give me those first.
Okay. I love calamari. I don't know how to pronounce that game. It's a ball that you roll around.
Katamari, right?
And
Yeah.
Katamari? Katamari down my pain in my butt. I played that for 5 minutes and I was bored. All you do is you take a ball and you roll it and gather shit everywhere.
And that
I
was
can
on
do
the
that-
list, right?
I can do that by cleaning your house.
Yeah. And that was on the list for these are what you should play with your girlfriend. That was one of the websites, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what were some of the other ones?
Let's see. Cooking Mama,
Cooking mama.
Which
that's just insulting to me a little bit. That's like
no, they had all the three cooking
you know what I
mama
hear?
games in a row.
You know what I hear, right? I hear Eric Cartman going,
Yeah, if a woman tried to tell me what to do, I'd be like, hey, Missy, you get your bitch ass back in the kitchen and bake me some pie.
You're gonna get it burnt.
but I mean, that's
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's what's running through my head right now.
It's absolutely horrendous. Nintendo Dogs, it had no real games on there. It had Wii Yoga though, so that way you can exercise.
I mean, you're teaching me yoga, so that's good, but I don't want to play Nintendo yoga. Screw that.
But this is top games for girls. Bejeweled and Farmville.
Oh, fuck a bunch of Farmville. Seriously.
That was one of the top games for there. And
Wait, can you play Farmville on the Xbox? I thought that was a Facebook game.
It is.
Seriously, the Facebook game was on the
Facebook
top 10 list for...
Not just one, 4 different websites that were on my search engine that came up, and it was Farmville, Bejeweled. I also had Gangster Life, which I don't even know what that is.
What about Zelda? Played Zelda?
Zelda is amazing.
With Triforce action?
Now Zelda, that right there, that's the one you marry.
Yeah.
Whereas, say, Gears of War 3, you spend $60, you play that for a couple days.
Yeah,
kind of like one of those really expensive one-night stands, but you can't really put it down, but you'll always go back to Zelda.
You will always go back to Zelda. I always go back to Gears of War 3 only because my Xbox 360 is the Gears of War 3 limited edition Xbox 360.
Okay,
so it's all red and covered in blood.
Ones.
Yeah.
Nice. It's covered in love.
So what were your games? Because those all sucked.
Yeah, they were really, really bad. Now, if you're going for more of the new systems, what I do recommend, even if you're a chick, Lollipop Chainsaw. You will have so much fun with it. I know it's gory. I know that it has a girl that's running around in a cheerleading uniform, killing things.
With her severed boyfriend's head.
It's hilarious.
I mean,
all of the banter that goes back and forth between them, you will be cracking up the entire time. Same thing with Portal. Portal is a game that if you have not played yet, go and buy it. Girl, guy, it doesn't matter. Portal 2, I haven't gotten a chance to, but I hear the Moron Bot is hysterical in it.
Oh, God. Well, so Stephen Merchant voices Wembley, which is one of the, or not Wembley, but one of the robots.
Yes.
You know, and it's just, I love Stephen Merchant anyway, so it's absolutely hilarious. But, you know, Steam, it's that time of year. They do a Christmas sale.
Oh, yes.
So I bet, you know, it's probably only about $7. It's usually really cheap this time of year, so I gotta agree with you.
I can't buy anymore.
So.
Now, one game that I did agree that was on some of these lists, Little Big Planet. I know I'm going to get yelled at for it, but I love the little sack boys. Sure, you can make them have different emotions and such, but you can blow up things, you can blow them up, and you can amuse yourself by talking to other people from other countries. And then Left 4 Dead.
Oh, you got me there.
Oh,
that's a good game.
Beautiful first-person shooter. I had a blast playing it.
I do like some Left 4 Dead.
If you're starting out, it really does help you to get a really good gauge of the controls. To where I know some girls have really tiny hands and really enjoy GameCube games. If you're going with GameCube games, get the entire Resident Evil series. Come on. It is amazing and it's just so epic. Plus, Super Smash Brothers.
No, I do like Super Smash Bros.
Yes.
I gotta agree. That's a fantastic freaking game. So I'm gonna have to be with you. So you got some good games.
The God of War series, though, that's how you start in. You get used to your controls. It starts you off with a very nice tutorial, and you can work from there. Now, old school games, that's going to be an entirely different segment because I have a list that's 10 miles long for each system. Anywhere from the Jaguar to the Sega Genesis, the Game Boy, even the Atari, I had games that I really enjoyed. Pixelated games from PC. There are just so many that you can get into. But if you're starting out, definitely Portal, Little Big Planet, Left 4 Dead, and God of War will give you enough control to where you can get into the more advanced games. For example, Gears of War, which has a lot more controls to it and different options.
Yep.
If you're wanting to try team play games, go with the Steam package. Then you get a little bit of everything. You have your Half-Life in there. You have your Team Fortress.
Orange Box.
Oh, yeah.
Worth the
Orange
money.
Box is
worth the
amazing.
Money. Worth the money. Right there, I'm telling you.
And then you have MMOs that have trials on them, like EverQuest, and then World of Warcraft.
Yeah, you can do World of Warcraft up to like level 10 or 15 now
30.
or something. 30?
No, 30.
God.
Right before you get a mount, you can play as much as you want
Crazy.
for free.
See, it's been a while since I played WoW. I mean, getting a mount at level 30, I would have died for that crap.
Oh, it's amazing, but then you have to start paying for it.
Yeah.
And I'm
That's how they
cheap.
get you. That's how they get you.
know.
But you can do it with Defiance. Rift is free to play now.
Wait a minute, Rift is free to
Rift
play?
is free to play now. Yep.
Seriously.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, awesome.
Yeah, I mean you can buy like add-ons, but it's 100% free to play, not trial. So I just wanted to show you. I grabbed my Steam app on my iPhone. So
And-
I got
Alice Return to Madness was a fantastic game, but no replay value.
no.
Just for the
she's
record.
right. It does suck, but I mean
It was good to play through the first
it
time,
was
though.
fun as hell. I mean it was excellent. So I got Assassin's Creed, well all of them basically. The Assassin's Creed library. Let's see what else I got here.
Batman.
Batman Arkham City, which
Now-
by the way wasn't great. Bioshock 2.
Bioshock 1 and Bioshock 2 were actually on a list of games not to play with your girlfriend.
What the hell?
They were the top 2 games that you should
Not to
never play
Wow.
around your girlfriend because it'll piss her off. And Borderlands was also on there.
I got both of those, and I love Borderlands. Borderlands is the shit.
Borderlands, Bioshock.
Absolutely. These are
Trying to
great
think
games.
of others that were on this particular list that
Probably half the games in here.
probably all the games I play.
I mean, like I got all the Counter Strikes in here, because that's the thing I love about Steam, because you got all these old games. Like
Yes.
Quake, I got Quake 1, 2, and 3, the old Unreal Tournament.
Diablo?
I've got Diablo just from back in the day, just
Yeah.
owning it. It's not on Steam, but yeah, I've got Diablo 2, LOD, Diablo 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy the expansion when it comes out, and I'll start playing Diablo again. But right now I'm focused mostly on Defiance, although I'm apparently going to start playing Lollipop Chainsaw. pretty
Lollipop
soon, so-
Chainsaw, like I said, it has so much replay value because of the fact that it's hysterical. I played the first round of it just going and lost because I was laughing too hard.
It's a hot chick in a cheerleader outfit with a severed head for a boyfriend. I mean, come on.
Oh,
What's not
yes.
to love?
Oh, and all the different moves that you have in it. It is just epic. You will. I don't want to spoil it for anyone because of the fact that you have to sit down and watch the cutscenes because she sounds like such an idiot, and then you find out that she has all this background in zombie fighting, and it turns out to be gorgeous.
Very good.
Now, as far as these games go, there were 2 others that were on the list that you should never play with your girlfriend
Okay.
that I really do have a problem with. Halo.
Oh, fuck. I love Halo. Like, which one in particular, or just in general?
All.
Oh, see?
Halo, the biggest problem for me was because of a saving grace, red versus blue. If you haven't seen the series, watch it.
Yeah.
Now there's some empowerment for gamer girls. There's a mercenary in it, spoiler alert. Alert?
Spoiler alert.
Okay, I need to stop with the beer. There is a mercenary in it named Tex, and just happens to be a female. Murders them all. It's epic.
Nice.
And well worth it.
Nice.
Now, there was one more in there, and that would be fighting games of any kind.
So, like, we're talking Soul Calibur, Tekken, that kind of stuff?
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat?
Marvel vs. Capcom, which is one of my
I
personal
love
favorites.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
It says it over-sexualizes females and doesn't allow them to have any power in the video game.
All games over-sexualize females, but, I mean, at least those girls kick some ass.
Yeah.
I mean, like Tekken, right? So my favorite chick, if you will, Tekken fighter was Christine.
Really?
Well, and it's because I I like the...
Nina.
Well, Nina's fine, but I'd kick your ass. You play Nina, I would wipe the floor with you.
Bring it on.
We're going to have to, we'll videotape that too.
Yeah.
I used to walk into I would go into the mall, I'd go to the arcade, the original Tekken. Of course, there was no Christine. She didn't come into what? Tournament?
3.
Tekken Tag Tournament? Or 3?
She came in 3.
Yeah, so the original
if I'm not
Tekken,
mistaken.
I used to play Tiger, which was the alternate ego of, and now I forgot his name and I feel awful. No, the Capoeira.
You talking about Eddie Gordo?
Eddie Gordo, thank you. I can't believe I can come up with that name. I used to play Eddie Gordo, and here's how I started playing Tekken. A friend of mine had it on the PlayStation, and we were roommates.
Yeah.
He was wiping my ass. He played, what's the guy with the axe chop? I hate that little fucker.
Ah, hell.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I do.
And it was the
and it's
cheesiest
not
move,
going-
and he would just axe chop me and axe chop me and axe chop me and axe chop me and
We were both wrong. Tekken 4.
Tekken 4. All right. So, thank you, Internet.
The internet is wonderful.
So I decided I'm going to learn how to play Eddie Gordo because I thought that was kind of a cool style, and I started with the windmill. I got that move down.
Yeah.
I just kept going from there. I started wiping the floor with this guy. I mean, and I don't mean just a little bit. I mean,
Did he cry?
Yeah, it was bad. It was so mad he threw the controller like across the room. So I was like, well, let me see, because I always thought he was pretty good. So I'm like, I'm gonna go to the mall. I went to the mall with $1 full of quarters. I walked up, dropped 50 cents in the arcade machine, and I was there for 2 hours kicking little kids' asses. Which, by the way, doesn't happen because usually when I'm on the internet playing, I get my ass beat by 12-year-old little boys and girls that say, "Eat my shit, asshole." You know, it was kind of nice for me to go in an arcade and kick somebody's butt. So I will kick your butt. We will play Tekken.
All right, then.
And I will wipe you down.
All right, I'll make a deal with you.
Okay.
So we got a challenge for Tekken.
All right.
The challenge is actually going to be an arcade challenge for you.
Okay.
It's called Carnival.
I've played Carnival.
I used to play that every single day
right.
for almost 2 years straight.
So do you want to play Tekken in the arcade, or do you want to do it on a console? We can go old school and we can go to a mall, we can go to an arcade. We can do it there, or we can do it at the house with a Xbox or a PlayStation rather.
I don't know. I think we should let the viewers vote on that.
Yeah, give us a call, 480-STUPID9, or email us, show@thatstupidpodcast.com. Would you rather see Tammy and I duke it out in an arcade, or would you rather see us duke it out at the house on I got a PlayStation 3. I've got Tekken Tag for that, so you know, I think we can hook this up.
And I know where they have a Tekken Tag machine, and I know where they have the last Carnival in all of Sevier County.
Oh man, well we might have to hook that up.
It will be a lot of fun.
I'll kick your ass. You're going down, lady. Down.
You're gonna die a slow, painful death by my hand.
Bring it. So, Ashton, there's this thing on the internet that's been...
It's Elf on a Shelf.
Yeah, it's Elf on a fucking shelf.
I can't stand this. I get it that people out there want to buy this.
Creepy little bastard.
You want to scare your children. Okay, when I was a kid, you know what we had on a shelf? It's called belt. It's a belt on the shelf. That was what we had. It was scary as hell. I didn't do anything wrong because there was a belt on the shelf. Now, you don't have anything as threatening as a belt. You have this stupid little elf that comes with a book that tells you how to move it around your house at night so that your kids believe that this stupid little elf puppet...
Creepy, stupid little elf puppet. He looks creepy.
He looks disturbing.
It kind of reminds me of that. You remember that USPS commercial?
Absolutely.
With the clown?
Yep.
That's Elf on a Shelf to me.
That would make pretty much every one of my nightmare fuel moments is Elf on a Shelf.
Yeah.
For me, and my biggest thing is there's a very specific set of rules that comes with the power of Elf on a Shelf. One of these rules, and you have to specify this to your children because we don't lie enough to our children in America at all, is you can't touch the elf because then he will lose all of his magical powers. Now,
I can't believe you know all these rules.
I don't know. Look, I did a lot of internet 5 minutes of research on this, like whole 5 minutes. That's like a long time for me.
5 more minutes than I did, so.
Now, with this, I'm assuming that your children will not be able to reach Elf if he is on a shelf as he is intended to be.
Right.
Unless your child is over the age of 10, and then why are you playing this stupid game? Because that's creepy on a whole new level.
But it's like Mustang 2 creepy.
It really is. The point of Elf on a Shelf is to make your child believe that they're supposed to be good because this elf is watching them. And the elf, if they do something bad, apparently the elf will run around the house and do mischievous activities, toilet paper your bathroom. They will leave pots and pans in the sink.
I got cats that do that. I don't need a fucking Elf on the Shelf.
Thank you. Maybe it's that I don't have kids or don't plan to have kids or don't want kids. I'll scare other people's children. You just give me the $20 you're going to spend on Elf on the Shelf. I will fucking break into your house at night and scare your kids for you.
And, of course, I have to see all this crap on my Facebook stream. I mean, you bitched to me about my netiquette at one point, but
it's
you know what?
All over Facebook. I don't care where your elf is. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
I give all of zero shits where your elf is if he is not on a shelf where he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Now, people put him in weird places. They'll, like,
very weird
duct
places.
tape him to the ceiling. Like, I've seen him, like, all Spider-Man up in the shower. It's really weird. Like, who's giving their kid a bath and be like, hey, I know you're naked and everything, but Elf on a Shelf's watching. I feel like Chris Hansen's going to be like, Elf on a Shelf, we should probably talk.
Oh, Chris Hansen. God, I forgot about Chris Hansen. Is that show still on?
No. He actually got busted his own self cheating on his wife, and it's with a 12-year-old. No, that part's probably not true, but it just seemed funny to say at the time.
Am I going to have to cut that?
Probably. With Elf on a Shelf, we're lying to our children even more than we would be normally. And as Will Smith said it perfectly in Men in Black 3, stop lying to your damn kids. Just stop. Stop lying to your kids. It's just one of those things, especially when it's something as
I like what
creepy
he
as
said in Men in
this.
Black 1. Because get a decorator. Damn.
Because damn. The thing about Elf on a Shelf, I think, that disturbs me most off is that people put a lot of thought into it.
Too much
If
thought.
you put this much
Way
thought
too much
into
thought.
something like that, put some thought into saving money and maybe just taking a trip to Disneyland. Something your
Disneyland.
kid
I'm
will
going to
enjoy.
Disneyland.
Something your kid will remember. Something you won't have to pay therapy bills for 10 years in the future because your children sitting around shaking, talking about fucking Elf on the Shelf.
Oh my god. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna need therapy if I see another goddamn Elf on a Shelf.
It really does disturb me. That's one of the things for Christmas that bothers me about parents. And I get it, you have all sorts of different kinds of parents, and you've got the over-caring, the oversharing. Like, parents on Facebook is something we'll talk about because you post a lot of pictures of your kids. And I know you're proud of your kids.
I also
and
at some
that's-
point want to talk about Facebook accounts that are shared by couples.
Ooh, that's another creepy thing. We're going to just discuss Facebook maybe next week.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe who knows. You're going to have to keep
I think we
tuned
could
in.
devote a whole new show just to Facebook creepy shit.
We probably could. Face Stalk and My Book. I don't, but that's a work in progress title.
That will not be what it's called.
Stop with the Elf on a Shelf.
Seriously,
You're
quit it.
freaking out more than just your children.
Stop
You're
it.
freaking out adults, and that's a problem. A
Good.
better commercial than that.
No, that's good. Oh, fuck you. Wow. Well,
If only we could record the stuff we do off.
yeah. All right. I'll let you lead. In 3, 2.
Hey guys, it's RJ and this is Rev. We're here from thatstupidpodcast.com.
Yeah, you know it. TSPN, bitches.